Between the Carolina Panthers and our home team. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready? Blue lady. Like 5-4. Oh, you got deep? Bang, 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 bang. Flip, flip, flip. Flip.
The second-year man from USC, this is Ronald Jones. It's a foot race. The 20, 10, touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Wow, first play in the game, CD, 75 yards. These people, they haven't even filed in yet from the tailgate lots.
Everyone talks about starting out fast. Everyone talks about getting explosive-type plays. That was absolutely a thunderbolt. And on the defensive side, he spent all week scheming, all week preparing, and it seems like it goes right out the window.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 21. Here's the former number 2 pick, the Pro Bowler Saquon Barkley. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Saquon Barkley running right. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. That's something we saw over and over again in Barkley's rookie season. He had 91 catches last year, most ever by a rookie running back. Part of a fantastic rookie campaign that saw him go over 2,000 total yards. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Out of the gun, Newton. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. He's going to look deep down the field. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore, his 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails. Over the end line. 25-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are.
At the 27-yard line.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Check 43.
Winston, a handoff. This is Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Only one way to describe Ronald Jones' rookie season with Tampa Bay, and that's disappointing. Drafted to be their lead runner, just 23 carries on a team that ranked 29th in the NFL.
And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. And it's picked up by the Panthers. Past the 20, 10. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Huge, huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game. Without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense and at times will actually make checks just like a quarterback would on offense to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish, holding that to a minimal gain?
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
What's the run? They're running it.
Jameis to throw it. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Right there, 54, right there, right there. 56. Justin, slant. Wait.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. Pressure comes in, he's brought down, it's a Panther sack.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
A great return there of 22 yards. And the Panthers will take over in terrific field position. A first down carry for Barkley. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Newton now to throw. Flush to his right. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
20.
Now Saquon Barkley. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to make it 4th down. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Panther football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with 4th down and 1. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So he splits the uprights and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Ready? White 25. Check, 59. What we got? What we got? What we got?
On 2nd and 9, Winston, the left side completion to Jones. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. You must be getting
Winston now from the 50. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Brian Burns brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Check.
Now Winston. Airing this one out for Evans. That's caught inside the 20. And finally, he's taken down at the 18.
Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
He's checking. Even.
From the red zone now, Winston. Miller with first down and more. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Scott Miller, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game.
Man, he just ran a terrific route. Extremely hard to defend when it's run that precisely and the ball's delivered that accurately.
Gay is on for the point after. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one...
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dayon Buchanan.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
Now a first down carry by Jones. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Panthers' 28-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll run it here on the jet sweep, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play, and it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
Ready, black 25. Even. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
Now Winston. Throw left side taken in by Miller. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, on comes the Buccaneer kicker, Matt Gay. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, one play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
From the 27, Newton going up top. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
And that's why defenders are often frustrated offensive guys. Actually made the catch, looked good doing it, but couldn't get his feet down in order to finish off the takeaway.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
20.
The shotgun snap for Newton. And he's got his target. That's Moore. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. It's a Panthers first down, 17 yards on the play.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Great. He's heavy on the edges. Mike 51, Mike. Switch up, switch. What? 8.
Now Newton on first down. Oh, incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it there. And it'll be second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Great.
Throwing again. Newton. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long.
Gun. Show it up. You got motion man. You got motion man right there. Gun. Hey, Mike 20. Go. And go Mike 20. Mike 20.
Now it's Newton. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. 47-yard punt, a return of 4. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, just string them together. Could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Hey, 5-0, 5-0, 5-0. Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it. Green, Timothy. Tony.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
Jameis now on first down. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Tampa Bay! Mike Evans, his fourth touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Here's Newton. Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked off by the rookie linebacker from LSU, Devin White. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, as they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Again, it's Barkley. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. Newton to throw. He's got it with the 15. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Extra point try good by Gano. And that will put them on top here in the third. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
They'll run it with Jones. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
On 3rd down, Winston going up top for Miller. This is caught inside the 15. And he's going to get this deep on the Carolina side of the field. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 66 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. From the gun, Winston. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And now it's 2nd down.
Ready, blue ready. Right there. Flip, flip, flip. Watch the screen.
Draw play, Winston to Jones. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Mike. 54's Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Come on, boy. Come on, boy. Green, triple T.
Here's Winston. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage, or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
Well, they don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
You're not ready. You're not ready. Tight dog, tight dog. Gun. Express. Motion, check.
On 2nd and 9, Newton. Oh, the rookie nearly had the pick. Probably should have had it. 3rd down now. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise.
And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Vernon Hargraves with a pick. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you plan to back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Jones. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Watch the out. Watch the out.
Oh, a design run for their wideout. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move, and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. A 1st down throw for Winston. Throw left side complete. It's Jones. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Throwing, Winston. He'll find Barber out of the backfield. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Working out of the gun, Winston. And he holds it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now in the ball game for Jameis Winston as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for first and 10. From the gun, here's Newton. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A good-looking drive so far for the Panthers and a first down here. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Now Newton. That's Samuel, caught left side. So he got free of one tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. To throw is Newton. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 27 yards there, a first down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
And that will be caught by Moore. He's got a Panthers touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown there as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. And, man, Charles, talking about zinging something in there. Those gloves, they help with one-handed catches, the fun stuff. Any padding for a rocket like that?
One would think so, but I'll guarantee you this. After that throw, his hands will hurt later. Not right now in the moment. He's just feeling good about catching it.
Yeah, a little stinger, but a touchdown. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20. Call it the 21-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. A good balance attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
And it really becomes a tale of two play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything's working pretty well. For the defensive
what's going on the defensive side?
That's a tough one because he's prepped all week as well, and he can't get a bead on exactly what they're doing right now. What he needs is one of his guys just to make a big play and disrupt things.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. First down, Winston. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important third down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
That is caught. It's Perriman. A big third down pickup of 20 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On the right side, this is Miller. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 25 yards that time. Absolutely ideal there. Get a good size play, get out of bounds.
Well, you saw the coaching there. That is taught and it is emphasized. Get out of bounds, understand your situation, as well as just understanding the game.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. They're looking to throw this. Winston. He sets up the screen to Jones. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Now, that screen there on second down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying it is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on third down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Gay's kick is good, and that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now, because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game. At the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time...
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Shaquille Barrett in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Newton to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like having there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. So down 6, and they know they need this one on fourth down. Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it, because we were waiting